Imagine knowing where the big banks have billions at stake and trading alongside them instead of getting trapped. Today, I will teach you the secret of reading bank orders using something more retail traders completely ignore: options expiry data. We'll cover what options are, how expiry works, and where to find this data, how to use it to predict the powerful moves in the forex market, and much more. So this is a really interesting video. Make sure you watch until the end, guys. Welcome back, traders. I'm Sarma, and in today's session we are diving down deep into the most powerful force of the forex market, which we call bank orders. In reality, they are called expiry options data, and I know most of you have seen them somewhere, maybe in a Telegram group or on a website. And today we are diving deep into this so that we know how to use them, where we can get them, and much more. So let's start with the basics. An option is simply a financial contract that gives someone the right but not the obligation to buy or sell an asset at a specific price before a certain date. So in forex, large institutions use options to hedge, speculate, or protect their currency exposures. Think of it like insurance for the big traders, but with huge amounts of money. There are two types of options you will hear about. We have the call option and the put option. In most cases, the call option gives the right to buy a specific asset at a specific price, and the put option gives the holder the right to sell at a specific price. You don't need to trade options yourself, you just need to know where big money is exposed. And of course, when you know where the big money is exposed at, because banks often move spot prices to these levels, you will be able to take your trades in line with their intentions. So what is options expiry data, or the bank orders? So options expiry data shows you where the big option contracts are set to expire. When expiry time approaches, banks want to spot the price close to the certain strike prices to either make their options profitable or to minimize their losses. That's why expiry days often bring manipulation, fake outs, and sudden reversals around those key levels. So there are different types of options that you will see in the market, and we have vanilla options, which are always called the standard options. These are the basic, most common type. Most of the big forex options expiry data you will find is about vanilla or standard options. And then we have the barrier options. These are special contracts where something happens if a specific price level is touched by price. So let's say if price hits the barrier, the option A becomes active or disappears. So barrier options often act like invisible walls in the market. Then we have exotic options. So these ones are more complex, custom. They are more custom, so banks create them for special needs. So these aren't always visible to the public, but the first one, which is the standard, and the barrier options are the ones we have to focus on. So how does this options expiry data look like? So it's always in a table. I will put a reference here on the screen for you to see. In most cases we have the currency pair, then we have the strike price, then we have the size of the option, and the expiry time. The expiry time is always, in most cases, is always 10 a.m. New York time. So if you're not given the time, just know the time is 10 a.m. New York time, which is around 5 p.m. East African time. So the bigger the size, the more important the price is, and big orders mean big potential moves around that level. Most forex options expire at the time I told you, at 5 p.m. and this time is known as the New York cut on expiry days, especially when there are very large orders. The hours leading to this time and right after are extremely volatile. So That's why it's crucial to be aware of major option levels in your daily trading routine so that you can see the reaction that is happening at those exact price points. So where can you find these bank orders? So here are a few places you can go to. You can use Forex Live, which is free. Then we have CME Group website. Then we have Bloomberg Terminal. We have TradingView Premium tools, but most of these are premium. I would personally recommend checking out Forex Live daily because they break it down easily and it's free, guys. Yeah, so how do you use these bank orders in your trading? So here's a simple strategy you can use so that you can leverage this information with your strategy and see where it will work for you guys. So the first step, you will identify the big expiry zones. Look for strike prices with massive size expiring that day or the next day. So watch how price behaves around them. If price is near a big strike level close to an expiry time, expect either a magnetic effect or a strong rejection. So trade the reaction. After expiry happens, if price breaks away sharply, then it's often the true move the banks were setting for. So you can trade with them so that you leverage this. Some quick pro tips about this: avoid trading aggressively before expiry, or if you are unsure, just wait for a confirmation. Then 2, you can combine expiry data with strong support zones, or whatever strategy you are using, just use your strategy with these. Do not use these levels alone, because in most cases the market is being driven by fundamental aspects, and if you use only expiry options data, then you will lose trades, guys. And then remember that bank orders are not also a guarantee, but they are just powerful clues. Yeah, so if you start using bank orders, real option expiry data in your trading, you will stop trading like the other people they had, and you start thinking like the real institutional trader. This is the kind of edge that makes a real difference over time. If you're integrating your strategy, developing your strategy, and adding some new things like this, you will be able to gain a good edge in the markets and be a profitable trader, guys. So if you want me to create a follow-up video showing live examples of trading around option expiry, just drop a comment, say teach me, and I will make it happen, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, or turn on the notifications so that you don't miss the next trading masterclass. Until next time, guys, trade smart, think big, and stay ahead.